Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Baltimore Ravens and the New York Jets. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from MetLife Stadium. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
80 weapon, 22 jet bomber, 20.
Now Hall to start the drive. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Play action. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. So Wilson runs off, and now they will go to the man they call Greg the Leg, Greg Zuerlein. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
People across the league had Dobbins picked as one of the likeliest breakout players for 2021. Unfortunately, that all changed after a torn ACL, but those expectations still remain the same for 2022. This is a guy who many believe can be one of the league's leaders in rushing this season and a true workhorse for the Baltimore backfield.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson going to run again. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Right where this set him down started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Hall want to give up the middle. And some room to run now. And he'll have a Jets 1st down as he gets us up past the 30 to the 32. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Give to Hall running right. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Lock it.
Hall again. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Ready, ready.
The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Chopper.
Now it's Wilson. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Tyus Bowser blowing that play up.
Tyus Bowser excels at so many facets of the game, but really took a step forward as a starter in 2021 with 7 sacks to lead the Ravens.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Throw right side here taken in by Bateman. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's 2nd down. He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a 1st down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Jackson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw, a free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded right around the 8. And he returns this to the 22. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's their third drive now, and so far we've seen a punt. In that second drive, CD, they turned the ball over, so not the start that they were envisioning.
Yeah, they've been ineffective so far, but look, they've worked on a game plan all week long. Don't get away from it too soon. Find a way to get some significant gains, loosen up, get going, and then they should be okay the rest of the way.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down.
Big Quinnen Williams continuing to improve in the middle of that line for New York. Had 13 sacks in his last 2 seasons, which is excellent for a defensive tackle.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
That's taken in by Duvernay. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. And Jackson throwing once more. He's going to look deep for more. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one. And they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception. Tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. Now is signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
And worth pointing out, after that last completion, that puts this young quarterback over 10,000 yards passing for his career. And fair to say, he's not done yet.
No doubt about it. He's really just getting started because he's not quite into the prime of his career. So it's likely he's going to hit a few more of these milestones as this career progresses. So let's face it, we'll acknowledge this number and we'll celebrate the milestones down the road.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try to get those yards a safer way.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one taken just inside the 10 and taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing.
There he goes, right side. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
63 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They go play action with Jackson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They're going for it with Dobbins.
And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line.
At their own 14-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Some teams like to start aggressive to begin a drive, but this is still what you expect to see in normal situations. Just call a simple run, get a few yards to begin the series, and set yourself up for something bigger on 2nd down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
They run the option here on 1st and 10.
And down he goes just beyond the 35, but that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Hall again on 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Wilson rolling to his right. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Yeah.
6 yards left on 2nd down. Here's Wilson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Here we go.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So that CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by DJ Reed. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. As a quarterback, Charles, you have to imagine that he knew that heat was coming there on that snap. And this time, the pressure forces him into an interception.
Absolutely he knew, and maybe that's a spot in other parts of the game. He's going to think about just throwing that one away, but down late in the 4th quarter, he has no choice, no luxury. He's got to try and make a play. And even with that pressure around him, he tried to complete it downfield to no avail.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
All again on 2nd down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Tyus Bowser in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and the lead stretches 16-3 now. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist, but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And he brings this one back. It's a pick.
It's another one. We got another one. It's her. Who that? Big baby slide through in that drop top. Something by Benz looking cute. That's honest. Her and her friends, big blinks and snatch waist. Yeah, she brought the. Ain't no way somebody